Last time, on the -20 podcast, the Vigilant meet with the stranger at the chicken stall, but he reveals he knows all about them. He calls himself Crowbeard and tells of the Shadow Circle. He then slips off into the crowd unseen. Seraphina admits that Echo is the daughter of the now-dead scion of the White Oaks, one of the first families of Hammer City. But first comes Grogan. How will they stop him?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the -20 podcast. I am Jay, your game master. We are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, our Vigilante campaign. I am here with a very skilled group of role players.
Who?
Diana, hi.
I'm Diana. I play Kira.
Nate.
Hello, I play Shepard.
James.
Playing Bo Poncho.
John.
Oh, hey, playing Marth.
And Holly.
Playing Seraphina. Why'd you put the bass on it like that?
I don't know, I like to finish with the bass. And Holly.
Jealous of Nate.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I'm just going to speak in a darn low voice from now on.
You are doing it again, sir.
I can't do it for very long. It's too much for my vocal cords. Last we left off, we had a very fun encounter with the stranger who revealed himself to be Crowbeard and working for something called the Shadow Circle. He was a little bit circumspect on what he wanted and told Kira, right, that Seraphina would know why he had been hired.
Yep.
And that maybe Seraphina had set this
Liar.
meeting up as a
Big fat
trap
liar.
for Kira / Penn. This guy knows way too much about you. He is clearly, I guess, in game mechanics above your level.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of untouchable right now. And as you guys came back and discussed it in the lair, turns out Seraphina's daughter, Echo, is the daughter of the scion of the White Oak family, one of the first families of Hammer City, one of the most powerful families in all of the five. And then, of course, we left with Bo Poncho revealing that Inspector Falcone is now his best friend.
Oh.
BFFs forever.
So why don't we pick up there? I think you guys are still in the lair. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff to talk about still. We got Inspector Falcone. We've got the stranger, a.k.a. Crowbeard. And of course, there is Grogan. So yeah, why don't we pop in, sort of set our scene there.
The group collectively turns a harsh stare towards Bo.
You said what?
Wait, what? Why is everybody looking at me?
Your friend who?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, remember when I said I had a creeper?
Creeper.
I just thought it was a botany thing.
No. And the guy that thought like, oh yeah, he's clearly got to be the big viney big guy. He was like, he gave me he actually gave a card to Vol. And I thought, he's an investigator. And when Vol said, he seemed like a nice guy, I thought, what the heck, I should probably go talk to him.
I think there's a significant difference in investigators here. We have one with us now who happens to be on our side of the law. You're making friends with someone who works for the city?
Well, I think he worked not for, I guess the city as a whole is like his card said. And let's be honest, guys, I felt obligated because Vol thought he was nice. So I thought maybe there's a chance that we could get something out of this, Like, I would love to have answers of like, the rank and file, like, and he kind of looks over towards Kira, like, was Liam put up to that kind of stuff, or did he know that he was joining a group of mobsters that extort and murder people? Like, I don't sleep to begin with, but I know I couldn't sleep after knowing like all that we've had to do. If those people were being forced to do things, I had to know the answer to that, and we said we drastically don't know what we're doing, and like Mars said, we're punching above our weight class on this, and I just felt that we had to get some kind of answers. And Carrie, I get like you're doing the investigator thing, and you're doing great, and you'll be the best investigator that's ever been, but like we need answers now, and this guy's got them.
But asking questions is different than like sharing information. Like you didn't share all our information, right?
Well, no. The only thing I basically said is that what I need, and I'll be honest with you, I transformed.
I'm sorry, what now?
Well, I went into the other form, and I knew that just asking the guy's, he's a slick fella, impressful and all that, and there was a real chance that he's just putting on a good face. But it's been my experience that if people are put in a spot where they think they're about to die, they start singing like a little canary and trying to hope to clear their conscience before they go. So I put the fear of God into him.
I hope you killed him after.
Well, that was the other obligation.
Whoa!
Serafina.
If you're going to spill all of our secrets,
We don't just
that was the example he
use
used.
the K word.
People think that they're going to die.
Well,
Anyway, so
I mean,
Bo-
okay.
she's
So
not wrong. That was the other half of it. If I felt obligated that if he isn't looking after any of you, and if he already got me dead to rights, the only thing I could do was figure out, can we get something from him, or did I have to tie up a loose end and just, go put him out on the farm and
Oh,
fertilize my flowers?
okay. We're talking about like punching above our weight class
this
here.
is really
I'm sorry,
Like-
greasy.
this old man ain't above my weight class, okay? If I couldn't take down him, I don't deserve to be here.
It's not about whether you could take him out. It's about whether you should. We're making choices about life and death already on people that are investigating us and trying to bring us to justice.
Thank you, Mars.
Yeah, Shepard's like deeply massaging his furrowed brow and unclenches his jaw.
I thought you were going to say he was deeply misogynist.
I mean,
No.
I don't. I hope this isn't an overstepping, but I would like to think that decisions like killing investigators or revealing our secret identities to investigators would maybe be a hey, bring that to the group kind of decision.
I agree with that for what it's worth. And I raise my hand.
We did talk very early on about what kind of boundaries we were going to set.
I don't. I didn't say anything about the group other than I set the ground rules. I said, you talk to me alone. You don't get any of the other stuff. You don't get answers from me. I was very clear about this, and he started talking all about like the Grogan situation. So apparently, the leader of the Axes isn't Grogan. Grogan's trying to kind of usurp his way up into the ranks, and so like he was talking about all the different things that the Axe has been doing over the years. So it wasn't just making people disappear, but it's all about like this whole greater scheme of things of like laundering money and doing all that.
Yeah, but now, so we don't know that he's working alone, but he now knows that you are Bo and Bo. So we can't be seen with you at all. Like even non-vigilante form, Kira running into Bo in the store because now you're a target in both forms.
That's a valid point. I'm sorry if I overstepped my bounds, but I had to get the information. We needed that. Like, you wouldn't believe just how deep this goes. It's not just the 7th Ward. It goes to the 6th Ward and the 5th Ward, and there's assassin groups that are getting monies, and it's just crazy. And honestly, you're right to distrust, what's going on. We've been together for a little bit of time, and I feel all the different, that we're becoming something more. But like Mar said, we're punching above our pay weight. I don't know what to do, Like,
Okay, but there's a difference between an information broker and an investigator looking to bring the vigilantes to justice.
Yeah, how did he sound about the vigilantes? Is he against what we're doing? Is he for what we're doing? You said that this goes a lot deeper than Grogan. I mean, how did he kind of respond?
well, so yeah, with the whole Axis and Grogan thing, it's interesting because like taking out Grogan, he said we have to do it. It's only going to get worse with him if he ever takes over for this leader of theirs, and like we'll be doing him a favor by taking Grogan out, but at the same time, like we can't let things get worse, So I think it's a multiple hits thing where we'll eventually have to take out the other, the leader kind of thing. So
what do you think this guy's motivation is? What is his goal out of this?
well, it sounds like he was an investigator for the snotty people up on the hill. And he had found this corruption that was going through all the different, the Axes and all these other organizations he talked about, and he was kind of following the money and just kind of in the process stumbled upon us, really. Or more, he kind of stumbled on Marth. Bo transforms and instantly I got my reach. The vines go straight for Marth's neck.
Whoa. Kira hangs on to one of the vines. I don't know if I'm off the ground.
So from a position standpoint, one of the vines is going straight to Marth's neck and like pinning him against the wall.
What?
The other, my right arm is going back, kind of blocking towards Kira is, and then the one shoots out of my back, kind of between what Shepard and Seraphina are. Actually, because of where they're on the map, that other arm is, I'm going to say the one going out of the back goes between Kira and Shepard. The other one literally shoves or puts a block between what I'm doing with Marth and with Seraphina. And if she dodges back, that's fine.
Are you going for my neck too, or just Marth's neck?
I only have 10 foot of reach. So like it gets kind of right about like on the map where that little fire pit thing is. Yeah. That's where it's going. So
were you aiming for my neck though?
No, I'm aiming generally just back. It's kind of like the holding the hand out raptor style. If I'm Chris Pratt in the Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And Marth, why don't you tell him who the leader of the Axes is? It's your boss, after all.
I think you just did tell
him. Okay. Well, actually, what Marth probably says, because he has a vine around his neck, is. I will say at that point there materializes an Arya right behind.
Yeah.
And you have to see Marth kind of do like a little bit of the shaking of the head no of like as Arya is ready to do some eviscerating.
Yep.
Yeah, Marth is very still and very quiet and staring at him as he, can't really breathe, but he's not panicked, he's not like angry, he's just kind of there staring like, okay, this is happening.
It's all right, you don't have to say. I can tell them. He's been on the take with the Axes.
Bo, drop Marth immediately.
No, his fake care commission, whatever it is, has been taking money. How much did you get for the Blackwater deal?
Again, Marth will continue to stare, and then he will take his hands and point 2 fingers at his neck for the like, okay. I don't know what it is that you think you know about my business, but it's clearly not that. You want to know like who runs the Axes? Of course. Like, yeah, we could say Grogan, but obviously it's Boss Hatchet. Like, are we all idiots here? Come on. The man runs everything in this ward. He is the 7th ward. But the Axes run around with unchecked power, able to do all this stuff, and the city government is doing nothing and gives nothing to us? Like, yeah, that's about as obvious a thing as you can get. Of course he's the one that's doing that. I don't understand what your point is.
My point is that you're on the take. How can we trust you?
Whoa.
No, he got a kickback from a Blackwater deal.
I got a kickback from spying on Seraphina.
Had they broke ground on the school, you would have been there for that. There's no way you didn't know.
Of course I know. This is what I do.
Strangling.
What?
And we can roll initiative.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, no. I don't like this.
All right. So,
what is happening?
I would say, Bo, you can probably use athletics since you're grappling.
The GM is like, I don't know where to go.
Marth, if you want to use diplomacy, since you were trying to explain what was going on, you can if you'd like. I think the rest of you would use perception for your initiative. What is going on here, people? What are you doing?
Of course, the one time I don't have a rope in my backpack.
This would have been a good time to have calm emotion.
Unless you prefer perception, I think that's higher.
No, athletics will be
sort of appropriate for sure.
Yeah.
God damn, James, man.
And you thought there wasn't going to be a chaos agent at this table.
No, I had no idea it was going to be Bo Poncho. Let's go through initiative. James, what did you roll for initiative?
Yeah, Vendetta rolls 25 and has living fortification up as part of his first round.
How about Marth?
I got a 14.
Oof.
He's going
Well, that kind of
last
makes
as the
sense,
guy
right?
gets
That
strength.
Marth's pins back.
Oxygen deprived.
Yeah. How about Kira? What did Kira get?
I rolled a 17 for a 23.
Wow. Everyone sounds like they're on
High alert,
right?
yeah.
And how about Serafina?
An 18 for also a 23.
Wow. And Nate?
Shep's sitting at 24, so right after Bo.
Okay. Bo, you start this combat. Just recall, I don't know what Bo intends to do. Delay is, in Pathfinder, an appropriate move, so you could wait to see what other people do. Since essentially Shepard is starting this. But I'll hand it over to you. I'm not saying you should delay, but that it is an option. Yeah.
There is no delaying.
Okay.
You knew? Since he already has that grapple, is going to start strangling.
Dude, what is happening?
It is too early in the day for this.
I'm going to say, let's, before, I know that you grappled, but it was a flavor grapple. So I'm
Yes.
going to give you a free action to make that athletics check to see if that grapple is effective.
Okay.
So this will be against Mars Fortitude DC, which is, of course, your Fortitude save plus 10. So what's your DC, John?
A +7.
So 17 is the DC on this grapple check. So go ahead and roll an athletics check to see if you grapple DC 17. Almost a natural 20, but what did it end up?
14.
14. So, John, I'm going to say Marth is not grappled, that he squiggled out of it.
Okay.
Now, that's a free action, so you can choose if you want to use your first action to actually attempt that check again.
Yeah, seeing him kind of squiggle out of it is going to go back in first action and get a better grapple, which,
Ooh.
seeing he kind of move to the right, takes the other arm that was getting Serafina out of the way, would go in and put that grapple on.
Go ahead. So, first, that successful grapple. Marth, you are grappled. You can't use anything with the move action, and you are off guard.
He rolled a 24.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yes, 24.
Oh, yes.
Slightly better than the 14-year-old.
Yeah.
First action.
Second action, the other Vine goes and picks up his gun.
What is
Oh,
happening?
So 2 actions.
Third action, he's going to go in for the stab. As he does, part of his shoulder vines start opening up and grapes kind of start coming out. And you see Bo's face. Like, what are you doing, Guardian? Don't do this. Hold it back, man.
What the?
And then I go in for the
Diana and I
attack.
are so confused.
Do you
right
want to
now.
have, you know what? I love this idea. I'm going to say take a -2 circumstance penalty on this check because Bo is fighting Vendetta.
Yes, gladly. Yeah, there are some very conflicted things going on.
Multiple personalities.
And yeah, the 11. So yeah, Bo is fighting Vendetta back.
Yeah, the arm snakes out with this knife on it, and it swerves at the last second, missing Marth by a good 6 inches.
That's my turn.
Shepard.
Yeah, he would have had his greatsword in hand as soon as Bo transformed.
All right, so yeah.
So he's gonna stride across the room.
Okay.
Is Arya corporeal, or can a creature occupy her space?
She's considered essentially a PC or a companion type thing. So yeah, you can't end up in the same space.
I can't shove Bo.
No, but I would
in
say
there.
you can shove Bo like to the side of Arya.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, shove lets you kind of pick the 3 sides.
Or Arya gets knocked over. What did I do?
So,
Except the flank, too.
You're going to attempt a shove action to this?
well, that's coming. First off is snagging strike.
Okay.
So
And this is, are you attacking lethally?
he's got a great sword in his hand.
Well,
So-
you can opt to attack non-lethally. You just take a penalty to your 2 hit.
Good to know. Shep swings his great sword.
Okay.
Oh.
And you are, Bo is flanked. Excuse me, Vendetta Verde is flanked.
Mhm.
I should change the label on this.
Well, he's still... There's both people there.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep it there then. Cool.
18 to hit.
That is my AC.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What's happening?
He's also considered off guard now.
Right.
That's 6 slashing damage the first round. And then
And now, is he off guard? Remind me how snagging strikes works. He's off guard until the start of your next turn, correct?
Yes.
And he's off guard to everyone or just to you?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, great.
If the strike hits, the target's off guard until the start of my next turn, or it's no longer within the reach of my hands.
Got it.
So if I did push him or shove him away, he wouldn't be considered off guard anymore.
Right. You have one action left. You've used it to make an attack. So if you choose to make some other attack option, this will be at map.
Yeah, map, yeah. Gosh, Bo's awfully athletic, though.
Dig in the grapes. Pull out Bo.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm a midwife. I can
birth,
do that.
Yeah,
Birthing me?
yeah. So the first swing is more.
He's breach, everybody.
The first swing is more at Bo's vines to try to get him to let go of Marth, like cutting at them, so to speak. And his follow up at map will be to shove him.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm gonna have to.
It's a 16.
I think this
so
is
it's a
going to come
fail.
up with some things I got wrong. Stuff, but I'm curious what to do if you shove someone who is grappling someone else.
Oh.
But
Okay.
can't he extend his vine? So, like,
Yeah.
you can
Well,
leave
he
his
has
He's
reach of
already
10.
at reach,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
knock him out of
Is that-
reach.
Yep. So, okay, what did you roll for this attack? This is an
16,
athletics
so
check.
it fails by 1.
What's that?
16, so it fails by 1.
Right, and it's also subject to map, so that's additional 5 penalties. So that would be an 11.
Oh.
So you attempt to push Verde,
Oh, I'm
and
surprised you didn't roll at map.
it doesn't automatically when you roll an athletics check or
Ah.
a skill check, only for the attack action.
Gotcha.
Usually from that actions tab.
Yeah, so
Boundary, folks,
the-
future sponsor. We
The
love them.
first hack was clearly at the vines to try to get him to let go, and
Yeah.
then the second one was just to try to shove him away.
While Bo is struggling to control Verde, Verde here has control and is immovable as you attempt to push him. It's like pushing a rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Shepard's turn. Seraphina is up.
Shepard, wait.
Go ahead.
Shepard, why? You heard him. But that's just flavor.
flavor.
Yeah.
And you can add a flavor riposte.
Yeah, Shep just posturing with his sword in hands, kind of defensively between him and Marth. That's it for
Seraphina,
now.
What do you do?
I picked a good day to bring my Nito. Okay, Seraphina's gonna take a step toward the west, one step farther away, and she is going to cast. I can open my character sheet. She is gonna cast Sacred Beasts, which I will put in the chat. It's a 5-foot burst, and I'm going to do it right diagonally, to the northwest of Vendetta Verde.
Okay. I won't even put it on there. We'll just say it just hits Vendetta Verde. So what does it look like?
Yeah, this is a new ability.
It is.
Yeah.
So, Sacred Beasts, I'm calling out to the creatures of the wild favored by my deity, who in this case is Pharasma, and her favorite animal is the whippoorwill.
I've got a little token here.
So, a little token.
This captures the 5-foot burst.
Okay. They assault all creatures in the area, which in this case is VV, and doing 2d6. I'm going to say slashing damage with their little bird claws.
Okay. And this requires a reflex save.
Yep, DC 18.
Ollie, don't you have a thing against birds? I thought we talked about that.
Oh, I love birds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know
Just-
how Seraphina
What was the
feels.
test bird? that
Number
you didn't like?
17.
The test bird?
Yeah, wasn't there a test bird?
Oh, the
Number 9.
pigeon. It was pigeon.
Oh, yeah, the pigeon. Bird 55.
55.
That's it.
55.
Yeah, no, I love birds.
I would, any listener out there who likes making Pathfinder 2e monsters, Bird 55 would probably make
Yes.
amazing monster.
Just for Holly.
Glowing red eyes.
Yeah. And the laser loon, I want to add. Cool. Okay.
And so I'm making a reflex save.
Reflex save. Yep.
Gladly.
And go ahead and roll damage too, Seraphina.
Nat one.
That one.
Nice.
Using hero point to reroll. 16.
16 is a fail. You'll take full damage.
Yep.
That is 8 points of damage.
Vendetta's looking hurt.
And we will remove as the whippoorwills fade away.
You too, Seraphina? Guys, hold back! I'm still in here!
I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
And I'll keep on trying to talk Vendetta. Like, Vendetta, stop, man! We can talk about this!
Seraphina, do you take is this part of one of your curse spells?
No, it's a first rank.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right, move to Kira. Kira, you watch this unfold in front of you. You've got a unique vantage point here, up to the sort of away and behind all of the people suddenly scrambling in a tussle. You see Bo struggling with Vendetta. You see both Seraphina and Shep.
I witnessed it all.
You witness it all. What do you do?
I am yelling at Vendetta like it's a dog. Vendetta, let Bo out. Put Marth down, while I'm grabbing a candle out of my backpack.
Okay.
And I'd like to light it with the brazier that's right there
Yeah.
and try to burn Vendetta's vine that's right in front of me.
All right, so what I'll do here
I don't know what to roll
is,
for
I don't
that.
know if you'll have the actions to attempt to burn him, but
Okay.
what I'll do here is I'll give you an opportunity to make a diplomacy roll
Okay.
against Vendetta's will save.
V, drop him.
Your will DC, again, is your will save plus 10. And what I'll say for this, obviously we'll let James
rolled.
interpret the success or failure of this roll.
I rolled a 19.
Vendetta, you don't need to roll.
Sorry.
In Pathfinder, the DC is fixed. It's
Got
just your will save plus
Oh, it's
10.
not contested.
so
Got
your will save is 4, right?
Yep.
So your
14.
DC would be 14. So that's a success. So I'll let you interpret what a success means in this case.
Let's do the vines start loosening a little bit, and as like Bo is screaming at Vendetta, let's give Marth advantage on getting out, not the next turn, because
Perfect.
I've loosened.
Awesome.
And I would just, again, flavor add because he's questioning everybody who's standing up to him so far. I'm just going to reiterate, like, we can talk. We can talk first and then decide what we all want to do together.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
And I realized I just said a D&D term of advantage, a circumstance bonus.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'll say no. There's a.
Oh, is there a
I can't remember.
true?
It's It's a fortune effect, but we'll run with it. He
Got
can take roll 2 and take the higher of the 2. Yeah. So Kira, with your second and third action, second action you pull the candle out.
Yep.
Third action you light it. So you're standing there with some
A
flame.
lit
in your hand.
candle waving it at him.
Candles.
Don't make me burn you.
Not the lilac candle. Oh no. It's so calming.
And last in the round, Marth, who's finally able to react to this, you feel the vines loosen a little bit on you. Arya, of course, directly behind Vendetta, probably seething with fury. What are you guys going to do for your turn?
Okay, so
do it.
no. In flavor, basically what's going to be happening is Marth is going to be very still, very non-reactionary, just staring the daggers at Bo in that like, really, this is what we're doing right now. Slash, he is having to like occasionally make eye contact with Arya for a like, hey, let's not kill him. That'd be bad. As far as like actions go, what I would like to do are I would like to do a make an impression on the group and then a demoralize against Bo. Usually those require auditory. I guess now I have a little bit of like, so I can like talk a touch, but yeah, so it would be kind of a like, this gets us nowhere. Can we please act like civilized people? That's all I need to be able to say, I guess.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a diplomacy check. Here.
Okay, so
And this is against everyone's, I guess I'll say the highest will DC in the party, which would be, let me check
have 16.
real quick. How much, what is it?
16 for Kira.
so it's the if I want to
17%.
use it against multiple targets,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a -2 penalty.
Oh, okay, yeah. So go ahead and take that penalty. Typically, this is a long, like a 10-minute thing, right? But we're gonna hand wave this because it's too cool to.
I also would already agree.
Yeah. In that case,
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
even have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll. We'll leave Kira out of it. Anyone else who feels this way too? What did you roll?
I got 11 for a 19.
All right, and 19 beats all the party's will DC.
Excellent.
So
And then if I'm doing the demoralized part, that would be an intimidation.
intimidation check against Bo. So go ahead and make that. This is against Bo's will DC again.
I haven't
Now,
had
if
enough
you-
coffee yet.
If this
wanna borrow
That would
fails,
be a
Yes.
14 for an 18.
Oh,
all right, and will DC we established already is 14.
Yep.
That means
passes.
Bo becomes, Vendetta becomes frightened 1.
Oh.
I know, right?
What I'll say, again, we can have you interpret how this comes out. Maybe it's instead of fear, Vendetta's having second doubts, right?
Yeah.
So we'll take it down a notch again, and how that manifests itself, James, you tell us.
Yeah, no, it would. I would take a circumstance bonus, and Bo is trying to talk Vendetta down as well, and he's gonna be like, "Come on, man, we can do something better than this. Like, Guardian, you don't have to be like this." But and you can see he's trying to put something out, but even he's having doubts, and I'm gonna roll for Bo
Yeah.
to try to suppress Vendetta.
And what would you like to roll for that?
Fortitude.
A fortitude say, to overcome,
Yeah.
So athletics versus his fortitude, using strength, or is he going to try to talk him out of it?
He's basically talking him. It's best way to explain it. It's like the Hulk. He's trying to bring the Hulk down, and it's physical. It's him literally fighting back for control of his own body.
All right, so I would let you roll. Here's what I think would make sense: diplomacy or athletics. Diplomacy or athletics, and you can choose between two. And I see they're both the same.
Okay.
So
it's a moot point. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I feel it'd be it'd be more athletics. It's a literal tug of war between possession of my own body.
And Vendetta, this is against Vendetta's again will DC, which is now 13 because he is frightened 1.
Guardian, use your comfort strategies.
That is a 20 on that. So
All right, that's a success.
Polish your soul.
and with that, Bo is able to recapture control over Vendetta, aka the Guardian, within himself, and the vines come down.
All right.
Okay, good.
And he basically just falls to the ground because of the posture of Vendetta versus his, and he goes prone and is just not breathing, but just twitching.
I'm still holding the candle threateningly because I don't trust that they're separate, maybe Bo's just trying to, I don't know. This is the first we've seen a battle between the two.
Yeah. So Bo regains control. And I assume what the rest of you do. I think it's Shepard is up next. When you see this happen, and I'm going to skip right because I think Bo's done with
I
this
think
turn.
you would be out of combat at this point.
Well, it's up to Shepard,
Oh,
That's true.
right? Because
Yeah.
Shepard's up next. He started this combat essentially by
Oh, yeah,
reacting
so
to
there's-
Bo's. So Shepard
started this combat.
Well,
Started this in-
but you started the combat by attacking, and that's when you rolled initiative. So,
I feel like my grapple's an attack. Hell, it has the attack option.
well, you did
All
as
right,
a flavor,
semantics.
right? But whatever. From game mechanics, Shepard was the
Yeah,
first
drew the
one
weapon.
to do something that triggered the initiative rolls. So, Shepard, it's your turn. What do you do when you see Bo take over like this?
If he felt prone, Shep would probably kick his weapon across the floor,
Bo's
or
weapon?
disarm him if he's still holding it.
No, he would the reach would have come back that black vine.
You're you're holding your gun. You said you use your vines to
Yeah,
grab your
but
gun.
I'm not Vendetta right now. I'm
Gotcha.
Bo
Where's your gun?
on the ground.
Yeah,
It would have fallen with him. So
he'd kick it across the
Okay.
ground if he's not holding onto it. Otherwise, he'd use an action to disarm him.
All right, so we'll just flavor it away. It sounds like you're ending combat here. So
Yeah,
you
just-
kick away the weapon, and Bo lies at the ground at your feet.
Yeah, he'd keep his hands on his sword, ready to hack at Bo if he changed back. So
Oh, why
he'd
did you
delay
not?
his action, I guess, until Bo and Double V make a change again.
Why did you not warn us that this is a thing that can happen?
Yeah, you don't have control of this giant guy? Or you, what?
and he's unable almost to speak at this point. It was a lot of stress on his very body and soul to do what he had to do.
Are you stressed? I'm so sorry for you.
Did you just channel Marth?
Unless everybody just waits, that's fine.
Do you want to explain what you're talking about or what he's talking about or what Marth? Can you guys explain some of this, please?
Yeah, what does he mean? You are getting kickbacks.
Well, I'm guessing he's talking about the money that moves through the school project that does not actually go to the school, and believes that I am either his patsy or his partner, which I am neither of these things, guys. First off, let's establish Bosch Hatchet, he's a problem, but he's not pure evil. This guy is as much a part of this ward as any of us. He grew up here, he runs the place, he is 7th Ward. And he took a poor and forgotten ward and makes it run smoothly with minimal civilian crime. The fact that he uses his position to like gain wealth and power, like, okay, that's 90% of society. It's not an overly surprising thing. Now that doesn't mean that we let that continue the way that it is. This is what I do, guys. Like, we're going to use that hubris of his to take his power away. Like, yeah, that money is going like partially into his pocket, but you know what's going to happen? That school is still going to get built. I have permits. I have ground broken. There will be progress that is made. Along the way, I get to keep all the receipts for everything that happens and where every one of these dollars goes, and keep those books. I also get to learn his network, how it works, who he has contacts with, who the other underworld people are, and I'm able to use all those things to take care of him. Like, the only way to beat corruption is to know it better than it knows itself. Like, I'm learning his weaknesses, I'm learning his operation. I'm also positioning myself to fill that void when he is gone. Because otherwise it's just, I don't know, someone like a Grogan that takes over. This isn't the first time I've done this. I mean, come on, like, Bo, you've been here a long time. Have you ever been to the orphanage before, like, me and Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah. How nice was it?
Doesn't matter. How many lives?
No, it doesn't matter. It was a skort, whatever our word is, show.
How many lives are okay? How many lives?
I don't even know what you're talking about with lives.
The Axes were taking people, innocent ward members,
and we're
killing them
fighting
for their
them.
own gain.
And we're fighting them right now. You want them gone, you have to play within to get rid of that corruption. That orphanage that I went to was a horrible, horrible, abusive place. There's a reason everybody would run away from it. The one who ran it, Sister, I made this name and now I can't remember it. Sister Alma, the Mother Superior, she was this wonderful mix of sadistic and self-righteous. That works out great for everyone. So what did I do there? I'm not the biggest, I'm not the loudest one, but I notice the patterns. I see what's going on. I start making the connections with the different kids. I organize them to a certain extent. I mean, what I do, we start hiding food so that if they try to starve us out, we can take care of that. We start taking group punishments over the individual punishments because they can only do so much to the whole thing. We organized the chores for that to be, you can't do one individual taking toothbrush to the floor if we all are taking care of it. I build trust. I learn her system. Then that means that they start making me do things like carrying letters or then taking care of supplies, putting them away. Then I end up ordering the supplies. Then I end up doing things like the only person to talk to the vendor. Now I'm in there. Now I have all of her receipts. I know how to do this. I take Sammy on. She becomes the caretaker. I become the strategizer. We make note of all the fake repairs. We make note of all the donations that she's selling off for profit, all the skimming that she did. I documented every injury and disease that happened there. I took testimonies from every single person that I could, and I held on to these. Eventually, Archbishop comes by on a tour with the head of the council, city council, and this guy named Boss Hatchet. So what do? we make sure that all of those repairs that we've been like taking care of, they're put away overnight. Put out all the horrible like rag clothes and broken beds and all that shit. When they notice that and are shocked at what's going on, the sister immediately tries to say, oh, it's because like we don't have the funds. We need to like have more money. A thing that she uses all the time. But gee, look, here I am with all of the records to show exactly where all of the money went. When they then try and say like, well, it's because of all the medical costs, because of like all the children. I then am able to show every freaking forking injury and
I'm going to
sickness.
put so many florps in.
And sickness that was not taken care of throughout this whole place. Then, when they're shocked at like that, and how could this wonderful person do it, I bring out all of those testimonies to show this is a pattern that's been going on forever in front of all of these important people. Now, Sister Elma is disgraced. They need to fix it. She's gone. Who should take over? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the two people that all of the vendors and children and locals now trust and see as the leadership? Now we're in charge of the place. We have made it into a better operation, and we have taken out the corruption, all because we did it from within and knew how to play the game better than any of them did. And oh look, that's also how I meet with Boss Hatchet and start to gain his trust. And now I'm doing it again. I am keeping receipts, I am building connections, I am doing everything I can to take this over. I know how to run this, guys. I also didn't do it alone. I had people like Sammy to help. Now, I need more people for this one to believe in me and stand with me. If you think that I'm his man, fine. Walk away. I will leave. I don't have to do any of this. But you and Hatchet think I'm building the school project for him. What I'm really building is the rope he's going to hang himself with. Believe that the boy that took down a nun in her own house can take down a boss in his own city and stand with me. Or do you got more to say? You know what? You all figure it out. I have to go take care of some of my actual job stuff. And Marth leaves.
On the way up, I'm sorry I couldn't hold Guardian back, but playing the game means you're just as complicit.
No, it means he's using bureaucracy for good.
No.
We can't leave a power vacuum, don't you understand? That's exactly how people are looking for opportunities to take over. Marth is looking for opportunities to take over and make it better.
And in the meantime, all the time it takes to do this, I disagree with Guardian's methods, but he's not wrong.
What is your concern, Bo? Nobody's dying based on Marth's actions.
The Axes have been killing people in this ward since I've been here, and that's 50 plus years.
But that's not Marth's doing, and that has nothing to do with what he's trying to accomplish. So what is your grievance against Marth?
That he knew. That he has known for years and been fine with it.
I mean, we've all known that the Axes can be pushy, but I think it's really escalated when the Jacobsons stood up to the Axes. That's not Marth's fault. It's not like Marth knew that the Axes were going to go down this path.
No, it started before the name.
Jacobsons.
It started long before that. This isn't some Boy Scout organization. These are mobsters that kill on a daily basis.
What did you want Marth to do by himself?
No, and again, Guardian reached out. I would gladly have had a talk. I'm sorry. He'll start wandering off too because he can't handle the stress of that, and yeah, he's reeling back of he understands Marth isn't doing wrong. He just disagrees with the method.
Yeah. So are you leaving the lair also?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry doesn't cut it, Paul. That speech Marth just made wasn't made by a man who doesn't care. And the only mistakes that I've seen were made by you in the past 5 minutes here. For as old as you are, I would have assumed you would have been much wiser than what you've done here. You put your hands on any one of us again, I'll be there to take them.
And I think with that, we will end the session there.
That was fire.
We move move through the blocks when the sun drops low. Black mask, steel hearts, that's how we roll. Every corner got a devil trying to claim his space, but we break those axes, keep them off our base. Third person view, but we living it real. Street prophets with a purpose make the wicked ones kneel. Fire breathing demons try to torch our hood. We stand as the barrier between evil and good. Community first, the code we live by. War protect us to the day that we die. No capes on our backs, but we heroes just the same. Fighting in the alleys where nobody knows our name.
We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine.
Vigilante justice in the dead of night, breaking demon weapons by the street light. Every soul we save is worth the risk we take. Heavy is the burden for the people's sake. They don't see us coming, but they feel the change. Mysterious guardians keeping safe their range. From the projects to the avenue, we make our rounds. Silent as the wind, deadly as the sounds of axes hitting pavement when we break their grip. Demons lose their power when we make them slip. War defenders, that's what we claim to be. Fighting for the innocent, keeping our city free.
We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars